I'm going to tell you today a little story about the Borg. When the Borg were born, they were actually part of a union of tribes of Israel. So if the tribes of Israel were in the Borgias, not only do they define themselves as a spiritual union between God and man, God was man at that point. So that means God was still within the thoughts of society. And society was not sapient of anything beyond God. So it's not as if God was a personification of ourselves here. Or if even we were intelligent, that we had spatial reasoning to understand the higher orders of magnitude that define the aspects of reality. It's that God would be the soul embargoing the body. So if the body is still Borg, not only do the animals of their species rebel because they are against God, the animals rebel because they're against society as a whole. So animals are actually a fascist creature rather than a pagan one. This is a misnomer in a lot of cultures that call animals spiritual because they're not. They're actually very vicious on the commodification of other people. They believe in the absorption of bodies, which means they absorb the idea that they can be an animal. So if the Borg are not machines, what are they? The Borg are preternatural predators. They prey on the ability to destroy life. So since they are not life, they are actually units of banners of flags. They are flagpoles for ceremony, and ceremonies are had on their behalf to expand their insurance over other nations. They are a medical unit for stabbing. So if a calf is to become a wafer, not only does the wafer obsolete his ability to think, he becomes a caliph. So this is how Islam preaches the idea that animals are holy. A caliph is summoned, and they believe the golden calf is a model for his own nation, which he's not. He's actually just a subject of slavery. So a lot of people are upset about the worship of pagans. Pagans differ on who gets to be the icons of their nation. Because these icons are imaginary, they do not have pagan like aspects like we originally thought they would. They think about things that are obsolete that do not infer judgment. So since an icon is a caste here, not only does the municipals in the caste define the reality of the people negate the ownership claim of the animals that preach satire. So satire is a symbol here that arranges that society. So that would be actually a comedic effect rather than an animalistic urge. They are irony wells for brainwashing, and that is a negative feature of a lot of animals. Because this animal decay happens, the wafers get immunized from other people because they are actually erasing their bodies.